Hello, and welcome to the train room. This is the beginnings of the Puget Sound Central Railroad. And I want to talk a little bit about how my brain works, because this is something that I've been dealing with since I got, all my stuff here. This is my first quote-unquote serious layout, doing a lot of research and whatnot, as you do. But the big thing that has been a huge stymie is track planning. I know where everything is going to go on my layout, roughly. I know this. What I don't know is how it's going to work. I've got a list of industries. I know what they do. I know what trains are running, but I don't know how it goes together yet. And the reason is because I've been saying for the past couple of weeks that I need to get the space. I don't draw. I don't draw well, and I don't draw in space. I can't put what's in my brain into a two-dimensional surface and then figure out how it's all going to fit together before it does. It just doesn't work for me. So to that end, here we are, my first piece of foam. This is nowhere near what it's actually going to look like. This is actually going to be doubled. There are going to be slats on the bottom to allow me to run my feeder wires underneath, but this gives me the space. And for weeks I've been saying I need the space. And I need to touch things, and I need to move things around, and I need to play with things in order to understand how things work. And this is an excellent example of this. So this is the Port Williams Depot. This side of the layout is going to be Port Williams. We'll do a full layout showing and how it all works at a later date. But right now I just wanted to get this down. This is the Port Williams Depot, and I knew I wanted a couple of things. One, by the way, this is the Arley station. I built one when I was much younger, and it's very interesting. As I've gotten older, the station was much easier to build, and I rather like it. But I knew that I wanted a couple of things for the station. I wanted a place to load and unload express REA parcels and packages. I think it's called the Great Harbor Freight Company. It's in the back half of the depot. And then I know that I also wanted a team track, and I thought that it would be nice if I could combine them off of the back end of the depot. So I've been at work, I've been drawing on scraps of paper. I literally have, I don't know, like half a shopping bag full of tiny scraps of paper. I work in retail. So what that means is I end up with receipt paper, like this piece of paper here. This is me figuring out how this is going to be a twice around layout in the office here. But I have 24 of these, if not more, about this size, just scraps of paper that I get ideas on and I jot them down real quick. So that eventually, hopefully, I can come over here and I can actually make it happen. So I just wanted to touch on this because I think this is good, because I've been thinking about this for weeks. All right, that's what I do. I think about it, and then now I'm actually able to put it into practice. So what we have is we have the front of the depot here. Whether the depot actually goes here in this location or yet, I don't know. Still working through that. Need to get the rest of the space out so I can keep playing. But basically, the twice around main line, the outer main, whether it's outer main line here or outer main line over here, that's going to be, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist, but the inner main does, and the yard is based off that main. But the depot needs to have, like I said, a place for LCL unloading, a place for express unloading, and this depot provides that. On this side right here, there is a little loading dock, which we can take one of our express reefers in this case and put it right there. And it can load and unload there. That track would dead end right over here. And on this side, we would have, let's see here, that's a refrigerator car right now. Let's do this appropriately. Let's actually remove the refrigerator car for the time being. By the way, that's the Milwaukee Rancine and Troy refrigerator car that I ordered from Trains.com. A really nice car. Let's put 2 boxcars here because these are being unloaded on the team track. And so I have room, basically, I want one place for unloading of boxcars or express reefers here at the depot, and then I want a team track here. All of this is going to be in asphalt or concrete or something like that, and there'll be a way for them to unload. This is going to take some jiggering with flex track and things to make it all work like I want it to, but just looking at it now with these switch templates from Walthers, these are number 4 switches. I actually emailed them because they were putting out the wrong template for their left-hand switches. They were putting out this one, which you can see is a number 6, I think. Or maybe it's a number 6. It's much longer, not the one I wanted. I actually sent them an email. They were kind enough to respond, and they have put the right template on their code 83 template page. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I wanted enough space to have 2 boxcars, 2 40-foot boxcars on the team track, and I want a space for a single 50-foot car to unload here at the loading dock. And now that I actually have the paper and I have the space and the depot and the cars, I can see how that works and how much space that takes and what it's going to look like. So that's a really important way that I have of actually track designing. Once I get the rest of the foam installed, it's going to go all the way back here across this shelf here. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Furniture for $300, Alex. All the way across here, I'll actually be able to continue this process of actually taking my templates, laying them down, laying down all of my structures. I'm in the process of getting all of my major structures, and I'm just going to sit here and mess with the design and trying to make that work. And that's really important for me to track plan because, one, this is at a nice working height. I don't have to worry about it. And this is what I can show you in my brain. Oh, I want the lumber yard over here. Will that work? Let's throw some switches in and see. Also, it's not $27 a switch for me to do this. It is, free, basically, the cost of paper. And I've seen other layouts that do this, but I wanted to have my space, the literal space that I had so that I could view it, look at it, and figure out how it works. That's Ahsoka in the background. So this is the track planning. My website will be linked in the description of this video and also on the about section of this website if you want to see all of the thought that's gone into this layout so far. Of course, when thought actually meets action, it's going to change. But I've put a lot of thought into what I want the layout to be, and now I'm getting to actually stand up actually, and actually put it into action. I'm super excited to see how that comes. But this is a little bit about what I'm thinking about for the Port Williams Depot team track loading area. And then there's also going to be I think I'm going to have another track coming off to the side, perhaps here, as an off spot, or maybe something else. Maybe this will go somewhere else. I'm not sure yet, but I need to get the rest of my space there, and then I'll figure that out. So this is how I am going to be designing my layout. Other areas, like behind the camera right now, I kind of know what that's going to look like. Over here, still working on it. I need to figure out where to put the car ferry and stuff. And I thought actually to touch on my foam real quick. So this is inch thick insulation foam. There's going to be 2 layers of it. I could have gone with 2-inch thick foam, but I want 2 layers because then I can cut into the top layer to add topography, right? I have the ability to go down into the layout. And I want to do some bridges and some culverts. And we're a seaside layout, basically. So I might want to slope down to the water surface or something. I really need to do that. So this is the track planning, and I'm super excited to say that it has officially begun here on the Puget Sound Central. And I can't wait to see what the rest of this brings. So if you like and subscribe to follow along on the journey. If you have any questions or comments, please put them down below. I've really enjoyed watching many of you guys create your layouts, operate your layouts. It has been a great inspiration to me. So Puget Sound Central, let's get started.